Today, we're going to take a new approach to self-confidence, one that has nothing to do with your status in society, your looks, and all the things you've previously been told on this topic. And I'll break it down into 5 simple steps you need to take if you don't feel confident right now. Now, before we talk about how you can improve your confidence, let's first address the possible reasons why you don't feel confident right now. Lack of self-confidence can happen for a variety of reasons. Here are several of them. Early childhood trauma, problems in school, life-altering event, relationship problems, physical or mental health issues, overthinking without taking action. Now let's spend some time reflecting on these 3 journaling questions to find out which one applies to you. 1. How would I describe my relationship with my parents growing up? 2. What is the most memorable moment when I felt incompetent, ashamed, or not good enough? 3. Can I remember making a promise or saying a definitive statement to myself such as, I'll never trust anyone ever again. People always leave me because I'm unlovable, or I'm a bad person. These questions will help you get to know yourself better and understand where your lack of self-confidence might be coming from. Now let's get into my 5-step framework on how to start your self-confidence journey from the inside out. Step number 1 is to question your identity. The first thing we need to remember is that your identity can shift based on various internal and external factors such as society, culture, family, friends, location, interests, and life experiences. The second thing to note is that your identity is directly linked to the way you view yourself. Your values, principles, and the things that matter to you the most also influence your perception of yourself. More often than not, your identity forms based on the internalized values, principles, and norms of society, your parents, and your primary caretakers. Unfortunately, these values may not be in alignment with your true, authentic self, the one that you are at your core. The good news is that your identity is malleable, which means it can change based on your new beliefs. So let's start here. I want you to ask yourself one simple question. Who am I? Try to be as objective as possible. You can achieve objectivity by imagining you're talking to someone anonymously, and you can tell them everything about yourself without worrying about revealing your identity. Now I want you to question everything you think you know about yourself and keep an open mind. This will come in handy later. Now the second step you need to take is to understand your negative beliefs. I'm going to share with you one of my favorite exercises from my program Mindset Mastery called Pattern Interruption. Pattern interruption is a quick exercise that will help you stay grounded in the present moment. When you notice that you're starting to slip back into old habits, beliefs, and routines. For this exercise, all you need to do is catch yourself, preferably right before you're about to do something, or you're in the middle of it, and do something completely unrelated to snap yourself out of it. For example, let's say you start spiraling into negative thoughts about yourself. Your inner critic is going strong, making the meanest comments that have nothing to do with reality. The way you can interrupt this pattern is by doing something abrupt, such as talking back to the inner critic. Words like stop or cancel can work wonders for some people. Or doing something completely unrelated, such as doing jumping jacks, splashing your face with cold water, etc. The more unpredictable and abrupt it is, the better. Try it out for yourself next time you have racing thoughts about not feeling confident enough. By the way, I've created an amazing free masterclass called 3 Confidence Secrets Every Woman Needs to Know. So if you're interested in learning more, just click the first link in the description box below or head over to coachsimona.com/masterclass. Step number 3 is to collect new evidence. If you don't feel confident right now, that's a clear sign that there is a belief that you've been holding on to for a very long time. A negative thought about yourself repeated over and over again turns into a negative belief. I want you to keep an open mind and not judge yourself for having this thought. What are you trying to avoid? Is there an unpleasant feeling that comes up? Where is this belief coming from? Dig deeper. You can start reframing your thoughts by substituting them with healthier alternatives and finding evidence that contradicts your current belief. For example, if your limiting belief is, I can't do this, I want you to start engaging in activities that prove your skills and abilities. The more evidence you collect, the easier it will be to reprogram your subconscious mind. Step number 4 is to keep reframing. I want you to focus on all the things you're going to gain by reframing your mindset when it comes to self-confidence. If you want to have a lasting change, you need to adopt the beliefs, habits, and behaviors that align with your new identity. For this exercise, you'll focus on all the benefits of doing the work so far and all the positive impact that's going to come from shifting your identity from old to new. Ask yourself the following questions. 1. What will you gain by becoming the person you aspire to be? 2. How will the future you benefit from all this? How will your loved ones feel about this change? 3. How will you be able to have an impact on the world? Don't let your inner critic win. I want you to dream big. Now let's get into the next step, which is to embrace your new identity. From now on, before beating yourself up in your mind or trying to hide in social situations, you can ask yourself one simple question. Is this who I want to be? By answering this question, you'll feel good about the choices you make because they will always be in alignment with your best self. To illustrate this further and help you determine what this best self actually looks like, you're gonna discover your core values first. Your core values are a set of principles that guide you in life and help you make better decisions. To determine what yours are, you will choose the 3 most important things for you. For example, freedom, health, and love. I've created a free cheat sheet with the top 98 values to choose from. If you want to download it, just click the link in the description box below or head over to bit.ly/98values. Once you discover what your core values are, you will know what's important to you and act accordingly. Now, when it comes to not feeling confident, it often has something to do with not showing up for yourself when you need it the most. So if you want to start keeping the commitments you make to yourself, make sure to watch this video next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in that video.